Yeah, but I'll tell you that story actually on why we decided to drop out what led up to that. So Sal and I, we met via the Instagram page for UC Berkeley students.
No way.
Where people could find roommates.
I didn't know that.
The freshman page.
Yeah.
So when we followed each other, we had no intentions other than, I guess, just to follow each other. And one day I posted this NFT on my Instagram story of my username from Autograph, the NFT company backed by Tom Brady.
I know Josh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Sal swiped up and started pitching me on this Stripe for crypto idea. And I instantly told him—
in the Instagram DMs.
I instantly told him this is not going to work, but I have something better for you. Let's hop on a Discord call, very 2021. And we stayed on that call for 6 to 7 hours. And at the end of the call, I told Sahil, let's incorporate this business today and let's drop out the next day. We only did one of those that day, which is incorporate the business. Okay. He said, let's wait a little bit before we drop out. Since then, this was before even college started. This was like a month or two before college started. Yeah. And we just started building every single day. I remember I was in my room like literally 12, 16 hours every single day just building the company. And we began pitching these VCs. We probably pitched 50 to 100 VCs and the same concern kept popping up. And it's, hey, you guys are 16 and 18 years old. Why would people trust you with a financial depository product?
Sounds like FTX waiting to happen again, to be honest.
So we said, how can we prove these guys wrong? Okay. So when we stepped foot on campus, we started cold calling people and saying, we're building this crypto hedge fund. Would you like to Venmo us some money to invest for you? And we'll give you all of the returns back. No 2 on 20, no management fees. We'll give you all the returns.
Yeah.
So we built this, you can call it an illegal crypto hedge fund.
Great, now the SEC is watching my podcast.
And we had students and we even talked to Uber drivers. We went on Twitter and we were cold DMing people, other founders, other investors. We said, would you like to invest in our crypto hedge fund? And one of the people I cold called was another founder based in New York City. And he said, hey man, I love your ambition. Instead of Venmoing you or Zelling you $50, I'd much rather be your first angel check.
Who was it?
I'll tell you that story another time as well.
Is that has to be offline?
Yeah, I think it's another story.
Okay.
But
actually, is it the lawyer?
Another story.
I'll bleep it, but I need to know.
You're a good journalist. You ask the right questions.
I think I know who you're talking about.
but
you should know who we're talking about.
I know who you're talking about. I remember the stories. Oh my God.
But after he said that,
is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
He said, I love your ambition. You're a young founder. I'd much rather be your first angel investor than give you $50. And I said, let's do it. What's the next steps? He said, let's meet in person. I said, I thought you were in New York City. He said, I just booked your flight for tomorrow. So the next morning, Sal and I wake up at like 4 a.m. We BART all the way to SFO. Horrible BART.
That's a horrible from Berkeley, yeah.
Yeah. Horrible train, right? We end up in New York, and within 4 weeks, we closed our round. Odell Beckham Jr., the owner of the Sacramento Kings, you name it.
Really?
Long list of fintech investors. But I think the lesson we took out of that is sometimes you just have to prove it. You have to prove the people wrong by actually getting your foot out the door and doing what they said you couldn't instead of sitting around and trying to talk about it over Zoom.
Yeah, I remember being in the room when you called some of these people. I remember one specifically. We were at the WeWork. They were like about to kick us out. And I don't know, one of you guys started cussing each other out. I don't remember who it was. And I'm sitting there, I take my AirPods out. I'm like, what am I listening to?
That's definitely not me. That's definitely me being cussed out by a solicitation.
Yeah.
But that New York trip, I'll tell you this story as well. It was in the middle of the midterms for, I think, UGBA 1.
Oh, UGBA 10.
UGBA 10, that's the class we were in.
One.
Wait, no, were we in that?
I wasn't in it, but I remember you telling me about it.
But we were in New York, and the UGBA 10 midterms were about to come up in a week.
This is like the intro to business class.
Exactly. So we're in New York, we're raising this round, and the UGBA 10 midterms comes up in the next week. Sal and I have tried to book flights back for the last week, and we just kept getting more investor meetings. We had to keep meeting them in person, keep closing these deals. So we said, what's the best idea to get out of the midterm?
Oh, no.
None other than COVID. So Sal and I went on, I won't say which telehealth company, and we got this COVID, I guess, prescription, and we sent it to our professors, and that helped us close the round. I'll say that.
I do not condone this.
I don't condone this.
Honestly,
I don't condone this either.
Do not take advantage of medical technical infrastructures.
Yeah, but I'll say this. Sometimes the opportunity cost is worth it. And I wouldn't be in this room with you today transparently without going through that journey.